Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a puzzle here by Freegerator. It's been a little while since we've done one of theirs. It's called Slow Rows. And we're going to have some slow thermos, which is obvious with our title and what we're looking at here. But just tons of stuff going on here, so I thought it'd be a fun one to kind of jump into. So we have Surowku, which is an interesting. So we have the digits 1 through 9 appear exactly once in each row and 3x3 box. So this is not, okay, I didn't even realize this, but this is not a normal Sudoku here. So it's going to be a little bit funky. That's cool. So we don't, the rows will work as normal, so will the boxes, but the columns not necessarily. Cool. Good thing we read, because I'm sure that'll mess some people up. Let me know in the comments if you come in here and just saw this and thought Sudoku and then try to make it work. We'll see how that happens. Anyway, now we have Kropkis, so white dots separate successive digits. Kind of like that way that's successive. I don't know if I've never heard of that done that way before, but anyway, digits separate a black dot on a 1-to-2 ratio. So white dots mean these two digits must be consecutive or successive, I guess. And these guys here, because they're separated black dot, must be in a 2-to-1 ratio or 1-to-2 ratio. Or another way is that one of these is double the other. And then we have slow thermometers. So digits along a slow thermometer do not decrease starting from the bulb end. Now we have to be careful with our slow thermos. I tend to make mistakes on these for some reason, just because of how things work out. But the point is, digits can either stay the same or increase as they go up the slow thermo, but they can never decrease. So those are the rules, and we're gonna have to try to remember our Surowku rule set here and see how that works out. But anyway, looks like it's gonna be a fun one. Links in the description below. Let's give it a try. So what we know is that obviously these guys do not have to, in the column, abide by the normal Sudoku rules, necessarily. So there might be some repeats here. And if we think about this, we're going to know right off the bat that normal Sudoku wouldn't work, because you can never put 5, 7, or 9 on any of these digits. So anyway, so let's try to find something that we can get started on. We might want to start with the slow thermo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 9 cells, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything with the slow thermo. So let's start thinking about it and try not to mess it up. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if we think about it from the back side, could be 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so it actually does kind of turn out fairly normal, I would say. So, with that said, 9, 8. Okay, just want to make sure again that we're marking these correctly, because I've made mistakes, multiple mistakes in the past, and I always think I'd get it right, but sometimes I just don't. I think this is accurate. Yeah, okay, we're good. So let's think about this grouping here. Well, that's kind of interesting that we have to think about it that way, because we could repeat digits. Oh, we can't in the box. Okay, good. That's helpful. So whether this is a 6 or a 7, it cannot go upwards in value, because if it did, we'd have 6, 7, 8. Let's starting with the 6, and therefore this would be broken. 7, 8, 9 would break both of these. So these must go downward. So 6, 5, or 6, because we're going from 7 to 6, and then 4 or 5. Now, obviously, we're going, well, not necessarily, but we could very well have a repeat between these guys. So we can't say 5 and 6 says this is a 4. So we got to be careful about those. Now, we know this is actually, this is a fairly low grouping of digits. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So what can these go up to? Let's think about that first. And then see if there's anything else we can work with. We could also look down here in a second. I'm going to try this one first because it's what I saw first. So now it could be from 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't go up to 5 because it would break this. So there is a 2 and a 3 on this thing. And then this, well, there's multiple things that this could be technically. So we won't go into that. Okay, so let's go back to here then. Because this isn't it's fully in a grid, it cannot have repetitious digits, so it can't be 3, 6, it can't have 5, 7, 9. So it is from 1, 2, 4, 8, and it must have a 2 and a 4 on it. So this is a 1, this is a, wait, that doesn't, how would that work? Hold on. One, 2, 4 breaks this. 2, 4, 8 breaks this. Do we have an option here that I've messed up on already? Okay, this is going to be a little funky, like I said, so let's try to think through this properly. Each row and 3x3 box. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. We have too many digits in here. So how did we get into that dilemma? Can we say anything about this? And let's look back at this maybe. 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. No. That's interesting. What am I missing here? Because I'm obviously missing something. The 5s and the 7s have to go on to here, which means it has to be a 5, 6, 7. But then there's no 9. Oh, again, I'm thinking about normal Sudoku. Gotta reset the brain. We have to go back and do this. There is nothing to say that this can't be a repetitious digit. It really is gonna mess with the head. So let's think about this first. These are 1, 2, 4, 8 because they're in a box. They must have a 2 and a 4. Let's think about this again. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Man, that the column thing is really funky and it's really getting on me. 9, 8, 7. So let's think, well, let's do it the best way to do it. 9, and then we'll fill in between them. 9, 8, 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 4. Now these could be anything in between those. 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Okay. Whew, we're there. Now, these can't have 2s and 4s. That is accurate because of... Wait, why did that... Oh, because I selected all of them and there wasn't a 2 already in all of them. Okay. This can't be a 3. Okay. Now let's think about you. This has to have a 7 and a 9 in it because none of them can go here. If it has a 7 and a 9, it has to be 7, 8, 9. This is the only place a 6 can go. Therefore, this is 6. This is 7. 7, 7, 8, 9. Good. These don't have 8s, so this is the 2. These are a 1-4 pair. Okay. That forces this to be 3 and this to be 5. Now we're moving. Don't use your columns. You can't use the columns. Oh boy, that is really weird. 8 here. Don't use columns. Okay, let's think about this side then, because again, we know these are 1, 2, 4, and 8. There must be a 2 and a 4. We can use rows, so this is not a 2. If that's not a 2, neither one of these is a 1. This one could never be a 1 or a 8 anyway, so it is a 4. We can get rid of those. So this is a 2, 8. None of the rows tell us anything about that. Good. This 7 has to go to 6 and 5 because of the region. This guy here, well, let's put them in. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We know these are going to have 2s and 3s in them. I almost don't want to pencil mark the columns like you normally would, because it'll start to mess with your brain even more than this already does. But what's the next place to look? Do we have to think about this guy maybe? 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Again, we'll just do all of the options and we'll figure it out. 9, 8, 8, 7, 6, 6. So these can get everything in between. Can't be a 2 or a 4. This one can't be the 6, but 2, 3, 4. Get rid of our 6. This can't be a 7, but it could be 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know it's a little bit tedious, but I'm hoping if we get into something like this can't be a 1. So that's going to, because if it is, this has to be a 2, and it can't be. So we can remove 1s and 2s, so we can get rid of some of the low-hanging digits here. This can't be a 7 because of the box. Okay. 3, 3. This couldn't be a 4. This one can. 5, 6. This can't be a 6. Let's make sure that's accurate, because if it was, we'd have 7, or yeah, because that can't be 6. 8, 9, yeah. Okay, so this can't be 6. Good. All right. It's sticky in my hand there for some reason. I don't know what it was. Anyway, 4, 5, 6, 7 can't be 7. 5, 6, 7, 8 can't be 6 or 8. Good. Got it. Okay. What then can we correlate? Let's think about this guy. Yeah, this can't be a 3. Okay. So we should have just started looking at this first and then gone into our options, but you live, you learn. This can't be 3 because it can't go up to 4 and it can't go down to 2. So it is 5. Now it can't go down to 4, so it has to be 6 and 7. That gives us the 9 and the 7 in the row. Now we know this is a 5, so these are going to get maxed out. 5, 6, 8, 8, 9, then 7, 6. Good. No conflicts on our rows, so we're good there. What are these 3 digits? 1, 3, and 9. This is a 1 then, because of these guys. This can never be a 9, so it's 3 and 9. Good. Now let's think about this guy maybe. This could still be a... well, there's not a whole lot here. I don't know if I want to go into this guy necessarily. Let's just go through it. What the heck? We've already gone through this, so we'll just keep doing it. 3, 4, can't be 5 or 6. It could get up to a 7. Actually, it can't get up to a 7. No, yes, it can. Stop thinking about columns. Oh my gosh, how many times am I going to do this? Okay, so this guy could once it gets into this region, it becomes a normal Sudoku. So we'll look at it that way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is possible. This could then be 5, can't be 6 or 7, could be 8 or 9. Good. Alrighty. What, well, I guess we can, not too much we can do with this guy, but this could be from 1, 2, 4, and 8. I'll mark it up so it's there. And there's nothing really looking over at it. I guess this guy could be a 3, 6. And it also could be from 1, 2, and 4. Okay. Maybe we start thinking... Okay, where does a 1 go? It goes in one of these two. No, not true. Could be a 1, 1. This is a combination of Surowku and slow thermometers. What a brain twist going on here. What about you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of these can be 5s because they can't be on black Kropkis. This can't be a 5, so this is 5. Good. There's something. Now, these can't have a 3 on them, so one of these is going to be a 2, so these are not, because it's either a 1, 2 or a 2, 4. Good. Let's think about that 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This could be 1, 2, 8, or well, it can't be 6. So this can't be 3. But the 1, 2, and 8 are correct. Okay. One of these two has to be a 9 if we think about the row. This one can't be because we could do 9, 9, but we can't put another 9 on top of it. I'm wondering if this guy's going to start getting busted out here. Is there anything in here? Let's look at this one first, because we still have to obey the black Kropki, but we don't have to obey the column. So this could be a 1 with a 2, it could be a 3 with a 6, or it could be a 4 with a 2 or an 8. Okay. Did that leave anything out of the equation on any of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these is a 6. 7. One of these is a 7. So if one of these is a 7, this can't be a 5. Okay. Now, I don't think we can say which one is which, because this could be a 7 with a 3 or 4 here, or this could be a 7 with an 8. Or this can't be an 8. And then the 9s could be in multiple positions. Okay, so there's not a ton there, I guess. What else can we... Do we want to start thinking about this guy? I guess we should, because there's just so much weirdness going on. So can't be 1, could be 2, can't be 3. 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. 8 would work. We can't put a 7, we can't put an 8 on here, because we can't do 8, 9, 9, 9. Okay. That's pretty... Well, let's think about this, because we have 3 given. That might spare or pare this down. So 1 is a good one, because we're going to be able to pull it out of both of these locations. So this is 1. And then, wrong button. The last 2 are going to be 3 and 7. So that actually doesn't do anything for this. That's interesting. Okay. 3 or 7. I think we're going to... Are we going to get something on these 2 groupings? Because one of them is going to be a 3, one of them is going to be a 7. So the 3 could be with 2 and 4 or 5. The 7... No, it can't be with 5, sorry. It would just be a 2, 4. Duh. I was thinking we could have... I wasn't thinking about the 3 being in the middle. I was just thinking about it being on these groups. Or it's the 7 with an 8, 9. So 2, 4, 8, 9. We get that quad going. So this is not 2 or 4. This is a 5 or a 6 that forces this to be 7. Therefore, this is the 8, 9. This is the 2, 4 with the 3. These are a 5, 6 pair. That's broken. What did I do wrong? Let me go back and think. The 1 can't go. It has to go here. So these do have to be 3 and 7. Whichever one is the 3 will have a 2, 4. Whichever one is the 7 will have an 8, 9. Maybe we don't... Well, this is a 2, 4, 8, 9. That forces a 5, 6 pair, but this can't be a 5, 6 pair. So I am missing something here. Surprise, surprise. Because in this instance, this has to both be 5 and 6. I have a feeling I might have messed something up earlier. Well, that's a shame. These can't be 9s. Yeah, because there's the 5s and the 6s have to go down here. Let's rethink this entire region. Maybe I'm just getting my head in a cluster. The 5s and the 6 have to go down here. There has to be a 1, 3, and a 7. Ooh, wrong thing. 1, 3, and 7. There has to be a 9 up here. Is there anything else that has to be up here? I don't think so. All right, let's just look at this from a different perspective. And maybe that'll flush something out. This can never be a 1, period. This can never be a 1, period. This is the 1. Because we can't have 1 with 2 2s. Because the box says we can't repeat digits. The column would allow it, but not the box. If this is 3 or 7, this has to be lower than that. So 6, 5, 4. Sorry. Yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can't be 3 or 7, though, and it can't be a 1. I must have just messed up some of these options here. Okay. What about you? I mean, there can... Did I really say that these were 7, 8, 9? Was that how my bad brain was working? Because there's always a 6 in one of these, 6 and 8. Okay, stop the press. Gather, focus. Let's do this. Stop flailing about. These are 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Not 9. I don't know. I put a 9 in there like an idiot. 7. Again, I was thinking about just this being a set of 3, but it's not. This is the 9. This is the 9. Now we can put our 5s and 6s. You dummy. These can't be 6s. Okay. So, can we work out this grouping? We know... Yeah, this is the only place a 5 can go. Therefore, this is 7. Therefore, these are 8 and 6. This is the 3. These are not 6 or 8. Good. Whew. The 8 gives us the 2 and the 8, which gives us the 4 and the 2, which gives us the 1 and the 4. Back on track. Let's move on to something else now that we can hopefully not screw up. So, what are these digits? 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be 1, this can't be. Hoping again we'd have something in a row that we can use. This can't be a 4. This has to be 1, 2, or 3. We already knew one of these was a 7. Okay, that didn't help too much. What more can we say? The only clues we have left really are these guys. I'm wondering if any of them are really going to give us much. What about the 8s? This can't be an 8. Okay, there it is. The 8 sees these. None of these, well, none of those can be 8s. This can't be an 8 because it'd force a 9 here. So it would be a 9, 9, but that doesn't work. So these are 8. So this is a 4, 8 pair. These have to be from 1. Come on now. 1, 2, 3, 5. And 9. There we go. This can't be 9. This can't be 1. This can't be 5 or 9. Doopy-doo. We know one of these is a 9. Means one of these is a 9. Don't use the columns. Okay, we might have to just correlate into these other clues. 1, 2, 3, well, not 3. 1, 2, 4, or 6. Doesn't really do too much, does it? 2, 3, 4. No. One of these is a 9. Let's look at it that way. This one can't be a 9 because it would be 8, 7. The 8 in the row sees it. Therefore, this is 9. That doesn't say anything about this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Again, so 2, 3, 4, 6. Trying to see how that might correlate to this grouping. It doesn't look like it does at all. Because this could be, I think any of these digits will work. Because this could be 1, 2, 3. Not a problem. Could be 2, 3, 4. Could be 3, 2, 1. Can't be 3, 4, 5, but it could be the 3, 2, 1. Can't be 4, 5, 6, but it could be 4, 3, 2, and it could be 6, 5, 4. Yeah, so there's not a lot being taken out of that guy. So, well, I guess we know one of these is a 6 because of our row. Again, if this was 6, it would be 5, 4. This is a 6, this would be a 3. This can't be from the 3, 6 grouping. Anything else it can't be? This can't be 8. Maybe it's just this row and this guy here might have some interaction. Because this has to be from 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. No, that doesn't really do much, does it? Except it pushes a 7. Okay, it does do something there. It was the 7s we needed to think about. And putting this in helps us, because this can't be a 7, so this is. Now, one of these two is going to be an 8. That doesn't do too much. Well, this one can't be the 8 for the same reason. So this is. Therefore, this is 4. This is not 4. None of these are 4s. This could never be a 1. This can't be a 6 anymore, because it can't do 6, 5, 4. So we can put the 6 here and the 3 here. Then we can get rid of all these 3s. This is not 6. Okay. This can't be a 5, and neither can this, so this is the 5. This is a 1, 2, 3. This one will be the 2. Now that removes 2 from these guys, which forces this to be 2. These can't be 4s either, so this is 1 and 3. These are not 1s. These are not 3s or 1s, so they are 2, 4, which means this is 1. Therefore, this is 3 and 1, and 4 and 3, and 2 and 4. That 4 says this is 2. This has to be 6 because it's all that's left over from our markings, because none of these could be. What else? 2s can be erased from all of these. This now has to be a 4, 8. Pardon. This is 9. 4 says this is 5. 5, 5 is always interesting. 5 says this is 9. This is 1. This is 4. These are not 4. This can't be a 3 anymore. 4 here says this is 8 and 4. These are not 4s. These are not 1s, so this is 2 and 5. That's not 2. This is a 1, 2, 3 pairing, and it can't be a 2. Oh, the 8 here just says this is 7. Oh, this has to be 3 and 1. There we go. No mouse on 2, 3, 1. And we got there. Wow. Thanks for playing. Solution code is there. 95 solves in 7 days. That's a decent amount. Really messed with my head big time because of this border crossing really got at me. But once we got to that, things started to work. Because otherwise, normal, slow Sudoku thermos would have made all of this not possible. So anyway, wow. Let me know if this messed with your head as much as it did mine, and let me know if you saw the Surowku rule set at the beginning before maybe noticing that there's no way this could have ever worked and been like, what the heck? But yeah, complete brain cramp on that one for some of this stuff, but I kind of like these sorts of puzzles where they kind of, they subvert expectation. So when you go into the puzzle, you're thinking, okay, it's a 9x9, it's got normal Sudoku rules, blah, 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 and then you get hit with something that completely flips that over. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I certainly did after I got my head working and thinking about what these really could be. And we'll see you next one. All right, thanks a lot.